gets back on him. Dwight Powell coming off a great game Friday at 26 points, 12 rebounds against Houston on both ends of the floor. Always excellent defender. He's picked up his offense. Doncic got the steal. Dallas doesn't have numbers. Brunson pulls the trigger anyway.
But then take a smaller player out on the floor and take him off the dribble.
Brunson, leaner. They have not trailed in this game. Brunson around the Powell screen, sends it, scored.
All Steven Adams has to do is pick it up and finish.
An element of physicality that the Grizzlies can bring to this game that Dallas can't match. Brunson playing hide and seek behind a pick, floats it up, floats it.
The thing is, when you're the new guy, I mean, he's the new coach. I also want to endear myself to second free throw line. Read their defense the last 3 basketball games. They're going to rely on it again here.
Brunson driving off balance
for his first basket. Leads in, contact, missed it. Gets his own rebound. Goes right back up, and Jalen Brunson.
Defense I've seen from him in this series.
Brunson, beautiful fake, puts it up.
I had a +9 and plus minus. They scored 31 points during that stretch. So this small ball lineup definitely works for the Jazz.
Brunson wants to take Pastel. Just masterful defense.
In the paint, floaters, similar to what Dallas has done to them.
7 straight for the Jazz after Dallas had cut it to 2. Brunson, what a much. We come up on the 4-minute mark, third quarter. Brunson spinning his way into some daylight. Now he'll reset. Still plenty of time to shoot. Brunson's going to pull. Splash! Daniel House has checked in for Quinn Snyder here. 10 on the timer. Brunson changes direction. Leba, good extra pass. The lock into the corner, back to Brunson. 4 to shoot. He'll fire. And with 2:10 left in quarter number 3. Jalen Brunson with Doncic still on.
He's done an excellent job here. He's the perfect type of guy come off the bench, combo guard, can play point or the 2.
Good defender, hard worker, excellent teammate.
Nice.
Brunson, 4-3.
He's running hard, reward him.
7-0 run by Boston to start the quarter. Here's Brunson finally.
Pull up by Brunson. Sterling Brown had scored the first bench points of the game out of the timeout for the Mavs.
Get Sterling's Russell. Let's not talk about Russell. Everybody's talking about Russell. That's nice, Jalen.
Oh, Jalen Brunson. Marquise Chris getting some run today. Just secured a defensive rebound. He's on the floor with Brunson, Green, Finney-Smith, and Bullock.
And surely there are a lot of guys out with injury, different things going on with that team that's forcing him to be more aggressive and look to score more. But he's showing you that he can still do it, plain and simple.
It's a career 3-point shooter. So this 28% that he's shooting this year is way out of character. And it's on the rough start, but the knee injury that he sustained a couple of weeks before prevented him from playing in the game. And Porzingis with a touch of the ball on offense. Dallas has been outscored 11-5 to start. From 67 all and 18-2.
His press, too. Sacramento has no choice but to try to jump this game up defensively. Nice pull-up.
Jalen Brunson scored. He had a personal 8-0 run during a team 12-0 Dallas run in the third quarter.
Well, here in this fourth quarter, what you want is quality possession, tremendous talent, but just doesn't show you leadership quality from that point guard position.
Brunson with the ball. Late clock situation. Try scoop.
Right there by Kyle Lowry. Spinning Brunson. Oh, look at him. Gyrating, firing on the fly. About 4 seconds. Game clock and shot clock. Good one to start. 4-2 Dallas. 5-1 Miami. Brunson will drive. Aggressive with his game. Scoops it home. Enough. Brunson drives on Martin. A floater on the fly. Picked up by Cauley Stein. 3. Brunson. Brunson. Looks like himself snatching in for two. Steph, thank you very much. Fast break points. 16-3. Spin up top by Cauley Stein, trying to free Brunson. Sterling Brown had it a second ago, and Brunson again scoops it up. In by Markieff Morris. 3 seconds to go. Brunson the other way, doubled and fires. Got it! Brunson caught the ball. It's an 8-point game. Brunson. And now Brown. And back to Jalen Brunson, college basketball's player of the year. With the national championship of Villanova. They'll dance. Look at him move. Look at him dive. Look at what up. Biggest tonight for the Miami Heat. It's Brunson. Working over Bam Adebayo and got it to go. Hero's got 25. He averages 22. Comes off the bench and has been terrific.
And here's a steal. Jalen Brunson took it away from Tyus Jones. Brunson able to reach.
Close this quarter out. Stay in touch.
Memphis' biggest lead has been cut in half. And it's 6 points in about 8 minutes a game this year. Killian Tilly, a big three.
Yeah, it takes a lot of nerve to step up and knock that one in.
Cut it to 6 with 5 minutes to play. Dallas in front.
That's
Brunson
nice
probing, pulling up.
Green has started in Houston are on for Jason Kidd and the Mavericks. Since the All-Star break, Maxi Kleber is really
high-low pass, and I was going to mention it earlier, but always good to see two bigs on the floor. This is something that Coach Steven Silas has been going to, and one thing it really does, it makes Christian Wood comfortable when Şengün is out there. Good energy here for the Rockets. You know, the Mavericks are still figuring out who are they without as a high IQ. He's a rhythm player, and he's been working on that shot. They'll take it when needed.
True to the free throw line on top of everything else as of late. Unfortunately, misses the free throws first of the game.
I like how Craig is not trying to Ackerman our guys. And when I say Ackerman, you know, talk him into mid-wear here. You know, these third quarters have been pretty tough for the Rockets and decided a couple ball games. And I mean, my goodness, are you kidding? Is he going to shoot this? If this is crazy at Jim when he shoots this shot. Okay, he kicked it out.
Shot clock winding down. Brunson the ball fake, and then the run.
No ball movement, no attack. That's a different shot than he was taking the other night.
Brunson out there. Schroeder defending Brunson.
The extra efforts there. Beautiful Steven Silas basketball, moving it back and forth.
Oh, Brunson.
Here to see what's going on.
In all due respect, I mean, I'm not have a lot to lose. So they play a free brand of basketball. Nice by Brunson.
The track record is there. Here's Brunson driving against one of the players of just third quarter. The official assist is because of Isaiah Roby's flip out to the corner. The heel, Brunson's got it.
That's an area he's going to have to get better. Shooting the basketball, his percentages are way low. The offensive end.
On the three ball, just 24%. Double-digit lead still for the Mavs. Luka just subbed out of the game. Sterling Brown. Jalen Brunson. Foul screens. Open pull-off.
It's going to be incumbent upon people like Jaden McDaniel again yesterday. The toughness of Pat Beverly in that game was unbelievable as Brunson.
Brunson,
29% from three.
well, and they were shooting 67% late in that first quarter, so they've really cooled off. Brunson gets into the paint, gets the whistle, and gets halftime. So the Wolves with work to do.
Minnesota's bench can be a lot more effective. Naz Reid getting the start here instead of Balmaro.
Brunson over the Brunson from the elbow drills it. Brunson. Mavericks are not in any hurry. Brunson able to get it to go.
Minnesota scored the last 7 points. Dallas had a 10-0 run earlier in the quarter. Mavs return home tonight where they are 23-12 this year.
Nice pass.
Luka draws in a hole. Minnesota forces more turnovers than any team in the league, over 16 a game. Take catch for Powell outside the Brunson. And what an effort by Powell for the tip-out rebound. Now the shot clock hasn't reset as Luka's shot didn't draw iron, but then there's Brunson turning away. Minnesota back trying to build a wall. They don't build a wall.
But he's the third leg of that pair that's really essential to running that offense.
Brunson got it on the other end of the floor. Brunson driving on Pat Beverly in the lane, rises for the shot and drink.
Last year for the Knicks, he guarded the best perimeter player on the opponent night after night. And they one of the best defenses in the league. Meanwhile, the past couple of days with a number of teams, especially the Bulls, dealing with it as Jalen Brunson clips the block shot. Brunson on the drive, goes right at Reeves and banks it home.
Good-looking young player. Comfortable knocking down that shot, even comfortable handling the basketball.
Speaking of good-looking young, great defenders, certainly can be part of it. How do you distinguish who are those dominant defenders? Oh, nice move from Brunson. They're still playing good defense, which has not been their strength. Finney Smith, Brunson, all alone for three. That's good. Porzingis against James. Been matched up a few times. Shot clock at 3. Brunson's going to have to put it up. Scoop layup. It's good. Oh, 5-point Dallas lead. 17 points for Jalen Brunson. He's had some really good scoring games. Knocks down last 7. Brunson finds some room. And the 3-point. Brunson another rebound. 23 points, 6 assists for Brunson on the drive. Layup. Banks it home.
In the middle of his back for Rashawn Holmes.
Yeah, he wasn't flopping on that one. That was a real foul.
Goggles, and it said he's probably never going to play without protective goggles again. He recently missed 7 games because of a severe eye laceration that he was doing after scoring 18 points on Monday and then going into protocols this morning. And he said he talked to Brandon. He's crushed, but he said we were all crushed. I would concur with you on that. Here's Brunson. And Brunson. Fox poked the ball away. Brunson got it back.
Quarter teams in the league. They have a negative 57-point differential in the third quarter this year. They're 14, 20, and 1 in third quarters. It was that third quarter milk or things like that.
No, I'm a pretty regular chips and salsa guy, man. That's what it's all about. Here's Green. Look at 90s made tonight, and Green with another defensive play. A doubled handoff, and it's Green to Brunson.
Leading to turnovers, leading to fast break opportunities.
I said this on the post-game show the other night. Tim Hardaway Jr., Trey Burke, and Ja'Cory McLaughlin, Brandon Knight, and Boban Marjanovic going into protocols earlier today. Reggie Bullock is out of health and safety protocols, but is inactive.
Points when he gets that small guy on him, he took him to the hole. Like seeing that aggressiveness and decisiveness on his end.
Holmes, big guy, switched on to Brunson. Jalen crossing over by as many as 10. The Kings have led by as many as 13. Both teams have led here in the fourth quarter. Right now it's the Kings in front. Out of a timeout. A quick.
It's 4. Yep. Okay. Oh, if we win, it's 3.
Yes. And now here is Luka inside. Look at the Jalen.
Just as easy. He ran away from Conley, and unfortunately, or fortunately, Conley didn't take advantage of it. That's nice.
When the free throw looked like that would fall, but it bounced out. Got a 3-and-D combo ready to come to the green, and there's a 3 on. Dinwiddie working in the corner. And how about rebound number 8 for Jalen Brunson? Utah stands as well,
but that's part of the playoffs. You've got to take that emotion and got to keep playing.
Brunson with the float game.
Got something going on both sides.
Here's Brunson. Got to the elbow. Doncic finds Brunson. Didn't get a clean catch. It didn't matter. Brunson has Payne switch onto him. Tries to turn the corner. Took the cut. Mavericks are only shooting 42%, but lead by 11. Brunson against Booker. Oh, gave him a little dream shake.
Doncic sprays it out to Brunson, an open three.
That guy, talking about the snake of the head, or the head of the snake, beg your pardon. Mitchell sets the table.
Mavs up by 4 after Donovan Mitchell. Jalen's one of the top 10 players in the league in charges taken this year. That's the 42nd charge taken by the Mavs as a team, putting them at 3rd in the league. Utah is next to last, only 9 charges taken by the
defensive rookie in the league. Again, it's early, but the early returns.
The foul called there, so kind of backs up, and Eric doesn't take the pedal from the metal.
12, 3-point game. Rockets' biggest lead has been 8. Dallas's biggest lead has been 11. Luka on the Waba, skip pass through traffic. A thrill gets to talk. Maybe I'll talk to him and say, hey, man, we need some more material. Brunson, quick first.
So these were close contests throughout. The last game has been the outlier. Brunson's shifting gears for 2. Drive, stripped to the ball. Mitchell tossed it to Brunson, who takes it in. Drive and kick. This time Kleber not looking for a shot. Mismatch. That bounce from Doncic. Not sure if that was a nutmeg on O'Neal. Spin. Brunson.
Timeout to kind of get the ball from the strong side to the weak side to shift the defense. Nice little shot inside by Bogan.
Brunson is back in for Dallas. Swing. Having a catch with 5 to shoot. Brunson drives in and nobody home.
Bucket for Utah, too, because Dallas was on the run. And in this last 3 games, Dallas has put on work in the third affair.
Certainly in the first quarter, and then offense picked up a bit for Utah in the second. Now 195.5. Doncic off the drive and kick. Brunson. Hezzy. Brunson. Doncic. Hesitation. Corner. Brunson. He's got it.
Basketball. These guys play slow. They don't turn it over. Very, very careful offensively. Brunson.
And obviously, he's a dedicated rebounder.
He has it against Corey Joseph. Finds the open man. It's Brunson. He's 38-35. 9 and 20 to play in the half. Brunson keeps that dribble. Now he'll stop and fire. Big man, Trey Lyles.
Efficient that night.
Brunson gives it up. Powell has it top side. Screens for Brunson. Brunson from the lane. Knocks it down. And Bullock, Powell, and Brunson on the court with him. Jalen Brunson gives it up. Gets it back. Shot clock at 10. Isaiah Stewart on him. Brunson with the dribble and the shot.
It's a difficult angle to get a hand on that ball. Deflected out of bounds. Could have been a layup.
He will do the dirty work. Brunson against him. From the baseline. Gets it back from Powell. Rifles it into the corner to Brunson. He will drive it. Flip it up off the high glass.
Crossover by Brunson. And ball away there by Wiggins. He knocked that one down. 10-point lead. All 5 Warriors starters have scored at this point. Brunson. He said every time he's touched the ball, it's gone up. It's going up. Here's the fadeaway by Brunson.
Thrives and plays extremely well, understanding their role in this team. And Moody is definitely
at one point. Now it's just a 4-point game. Here's Brunson. Somebody fell his double figures with 10 points. Jalen Brunson guarded by Davion Mitchell. Brunson in and out dribble.
16 possessions is do 5 out, and then they're cutting towards the basket on that baseline area.
A lot of that is the sting is being taken out of him offensively because he's guarding Luka. Brunson down low, posting up on Chris Paul. And as a rookie, shot 29% from 3, moving off of Alley's story. Now he's got 2 straight playoff games where he's gone 12 of 23 in games 3 and 4. And tonight he has started 2 of 2. Dallas has missed 6 in a row. Doncic is resting. Brunson with a 2 at 20 threes made. 20 of them on 44 shots. That was in game 4. Driving is Brunson. Island Series 27 during the regular season. It's Brunson working on Devin Booker.
Shamet and Biyombo playing dividends here in game 5.
Kleber. They'll get it off to Finney-Smith on top for Brunson. Brunson into Cam Johnson. Give him 3. Brunson inside. First, it's no good. Finney-Smith got it. Brunson has it. Biyombo's on him. Brunson. 3. It's a Brunson rebound. Doncic out there. Finney-Smith. Here goes Brunson. Right by.
9 here. Just under 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Dallas has won 6 of their last 7 games. Brunson in the paint. Took it.
Tonight they were 1 for 8 before that last shot.
Here's Brunson. Brunson.
Nice.
Oh,
where they're getting the shots with the group.
They're a pretty good road team, too. 11-11, the Mavericks coming in. Brunson's got so many head and ball fakes. Brunson sets the screen for Luka. Anderson stays with him. Whips across court. Brunson spins over Clark.
A tough shot. Maybe because Brunson was right on him, and he knew that he couldn't get in closer to the rim.
Good screen by Powell to free up Brunson. Steps through the contact.
For 4 tonight. Now we know he's an outstanding shooter.
Luka with the kick to the corner. Brunson on the floater off glass.
Doncic gets past Trae Young to the corner. Brunson
coming because he beats teams with the pass. He just missed a floater there with a nice pull-up.
Gallinari on the floor as well for Atlanta. Has been banged up lately. Brunson.
More opportunity. He's got unparalleled basketball character. He is an outstanding player.
And a champion in college. Great move there. Can't hear them if they answer.
I would say play in for sure. It's a crapshoot after that. As Brunson with another nice drive.
Doncic gets the rebound, though. It's 7 rebounds already for Luka. Then a no-look pass to the corner. By Atlanta to pull it in 2. Here's Brunson with 5 seconds to go in the half. Drives, pulls up, hits off the window. Brunson with the clear. Brunson stops just to Hunter, Young, and Herter. Doncic thought about the step back. They work it around to Bullock with 2. Bullock drives with 1 to the corner. Brunson got rid of it.
Be an issue, but they've already extended him, so they believe in his talent. So I think this team could be very, very scary once they get 100%.
3D, I 100% agree with you. When you talk about this Denver team,
Turnovers now for the Nuggets. Again, 2 seconds for the Mavericks to work with. Brunson puts it up. There's a steal, Brunson. And they don't get the take foul at Brunson.
Bullock, Finney-Smith back in. Brunson gets the pass. Brunson 0 for 5 to start. Drives on Robinson. Quick jumper is good.
These guys can't get in the paint. Albeit Brunson was in there the last time, 8 feet away to score.
Brunson again gets inside. Tough fall-away shot is up and good. Up 23.
Thinks they're getting whatever they want.
Brunson. Burks tries to stay with him. That shot.
Foul. Top scoring player for either team tonight, Tim Hardaway Jr. He's got 14. And the Mavericks, who went down by 9 in the first quarter, have a chance to take the lead, and they... Again, Mavs will play Minnesota on Tuesday. And then won't see them again until 2 games in a short period of time in late March. Late clock situation. Brunson steps away from Beverly. Tough shot is good. And now the Mavs have a chance to trim that 5-point lead down. Freeing himself up.
For Josh, that now he's in a COVID protocol.
Threes in the fourth quarter. They were 11 of 30. They were setting at 36% on first 3-pointer of the game. Maybe a response by Dallas. Hardaway passed up the 3. And Brunson with the footing.
And then threw it away. Hardaway Jr., Powell cuts and counters Aldama.
We got 2 guys, right? Bullock and Hardaway Jr. Don't want to let either one of those guys get going.
Brunson from the edge.
I'm missing the shots, how I'm getting my shots, especially in rotations and things like that. So I'm just trying to understand and just keep attacking and play with confidence. Had 21-9 on Friday. He's got 11 and 6 boards here tonight.
Brunson got...
Pelicans lead the game by 6.
See ya.
Here's Brunson with a drive. Graham secures the board for Dallas. Mavs need some of that magic they had last year against the Pelicans when they scored 143 points in one game.
Right now, easy.
Mouse in the house time. Here comes the double team of big defender. Mavericks move it around the horn. New Orleans has rotated well. Finney Smith, he's stuck, but he finds Brunson. Good place to go.
Powell has done such a great job keeping so many possessions alive.
Third foul of the game on Garrett Temple. And Brunson, sweet moves. 15 a game this year for Jalen Brunson. And sees it 4 in the NBA. And right now he's the focal point of the offense. And Junior in a tough spot. He had to heave it.
Yeah, those are just tough possessions. Got him.
And
confidence, great feed.
And then another good feed. And an aggressive drive.
2 points. And the Clippers managed to be up by 9 points right now.
Jackson and their defense has propelled them to a solid start in the game as Brunson puts it down. Smith steps to close out.
Paul George literally off this season. Just 3 points for him.
And those have all been at the free throw line. He's 3 of 4 on free throws, 0 for 5 from the floor. Brunson on the floor right now. Luka in foul trouble. Brunson scores.
Brunson pays. Great patience offensively there for the Kings, and a nice cut by Lyles on the baseline.
Kings with an early 4-point lead. These teams last met New Year's Eve. Dallas, a 112-96 winner.
Hot or cold, either knocked down 4 or more threes a game or just 1. That last game he had 2. But I think that's the next step for him is he's not quite comfortable in this lineup yet.
8-day, 5-game road trip. Brunson working on Barnes. Sabonis there on the switch out. 5 on the shot clock. Brunson dancing with it. And do-it-yourself, kid. Sabonis.
And the big guys getting buckets.
De'Aaron Fox, 9 points, a couple of assists. Here's Brunson trying to answer back. All right, 7 on the shot clock. Brunson, step back. 3.
Two-time All-Star. And, you know, we forget sometimes just how young he is. I know before he got here, you know, I didn't even think of him as a 25-year-old. And there's so much ahead of him. And
back comes Brunson. Kings still holding this 4-point lead. 6:20 to go here in the fourth.
I think that was the most stagnant offensive possession I've seen tonight by the Kings.
Finney Smith. Back out to Brunson. Reverse.
The effort and the energy, and he likes the way the guys are coming off these dribble handoffs and immediately playing towards the rim.
I expect a great game from the Clippers. I really do. Doncic into the paint, walled off by Zoo. That leaves Brunson open for the... Brunson goes to Finney Smith. Plenty of time to shoot for Dallas. Aligns with Batum at the logo. Accelerates in the corner to Bullock with 5 to shoot. Back up top to Brunson. Very good in the paint today. Through the short straw in the locker room to guard Doncic again. They find Brunson in the corner. There's a lot of little game within the game there. 9-2 run for the Clippers, and Terrence Mann is on point here in the first half. A lot of energy here for the Clippers. You love to see it. Brunson gets into the paint. Floater is good, and so is. Just signed a 4-year extension with Dallas. Now they work it to Brunson for the in the half, whereas Doncic needed 16. I'm kidding. So many people are not fluent in sarcasm. Here's Brunson in the corner for 3.
Passed by Coffey all the way across the floor. You think they got some confidence in Luke Kennard? They certainly do.
7 unanswered for the Clippers. Brunson down the lane, a whistle, a foul.
Luka driving it against the Indiana defense. Only lineup change earlier in the quarter for Dallas so far is Brunson coming in for Bullock. Late in the clock, and Brunson.
Too much passing.
And Finney Smith alertly on the baseline, able to save it in. And here's Luka lost it against Brogdon, regained possession.
Oh, that's a nice ball fake.
Yes, it is. Glass.
Mavs went nearly 4 minutes between made field goals. They got one last time down with Luka, and here's one.
They both talked about the confidence they thought this group could gain from the performance the other night. Is slinking through and tossed it away. Brunson, Euro steps in for two.
I didn't make it yes last time.
It's good to have you.
All right.
He's right. He stood us up on Wednesday. Got into it with the referee, argued a call, and blew us off as far as the interview.
Or 5-on-4, and they didn't even explore. No one even put any thrust to the basket as
league. And guys all around doing outstanding jobs.
Saw Ime Udoka earlier tonight, who had coach.
Sometimes you have too much time to shoot the basketball. And you aim it opposed to shooting it.
Dribble drive by Luka. Finds a wide open Jalen Brunson by 1. 8 minutes played in the game. Dallas trying to sweep San Antonio for the first time in team history.
A solid assassin.
21 points, 8 boards a game, 9 assists a game. 2 steals a game as well. We put San Antonio in front by 2. And dribble Jalen Brunson.
Player.
Johnson and Murray, 2 different players selected at 29th in their respective drafts. 2019 for Keldon Johnson, 2016 for DeJounte Murray. Luka against Josh Primo. Primo tried to draw a foul. He slowed back up to his feet.
Luka just went past a guy that was right there in the same draft.
And yes, there will be a time where he will be #1 on that list. It won't be tonight. It's 144. They can now. You have to be a top 10 defense to have any chance in the playoffs.
And they have that. Jalen Brunson against Trey Jones.
One here since April of 2016. Dinwiddie got into some trouble. Brunson, a smart cut, well played, has to fade.
Bring some force on the defensive end.
So 1 point Utah lead. We just crossed the 8-minute mark. Brunson against Mitchell. Key matchup in this game. Brunson the spin and lost it. Dinwiddie the theft. Up the floor for Reggie Bullock. And now Dallas will reset. Brunson the other night, first Maverick to ever post 40-plus without a turnover in a playoff game.
You watch the game, obviously, differently than the normal fan, but as someone who's a part of an ownership group, you have something to do with it here. It's hard. Every play, you're like...
Jada, good luck.
Of course, of course.
All right, Matt, great to see D. Wade in this new role, big-time sports owner. All over the place. Here comes Brunson taking contact. So we come up on the midway point of the second quarter, game 3.
Once again, trying to find and to go at Mitchell. The Dallas Mavericks strategy.
Brunson puts it.
The arc. Not really shooting those long distance 3-pointers as part of the game plan of the Mavericks.
Brunson on television. Monty McCutcheon, thank you.
Thank you.
Bojan Bogdanovic is putting together some kind of a night. They've cut it to 10. Brunson!
Aggressive, and I love that they're attacking the rim off the bounce.
Brunson trying to find an opening, guarded by Mitchell. Well played by Mitchell, but Brunson. And again, the hope is that he'll be back in the lineup for Saturday's game 4. Final 5 seconds of the shot clock. Brunson with Gobert back on the floor. Brunson!
The Utah get back to attacking off the bounce.
Brunson coming for more. 28 for Mitchell. Brunson against Conley. Got a 3 to shoot. Brunson, he just can't.
DeRozan, when it comes to mid-range game, has played that time of hit buckets in the mid-range. Ingram, size advantage, able to knock it in.
Another good assist season for him, averaging over 5 a game. But he's made 2 baskets and missed. But finally, Dallas claims to carry him on the defensive glass. Brunson shooting over the big man. Walks. Plays 6 minutes. And it's Dinwiddie who comes in his second game with the Mavericks. For 3.
Basketball left, to say the least.
A couple of made threes strung together here by the Pelicans. Third game since Portland traded McCollum and Snell to New Orleans.
Spencer Dinwiddie. Forward to Green. Down the baseline to Brunson. Yes, sir.
To the lines. Approach is one thing, but when your opponent comes out with another rebound. Matthews, at 36 years old, still a tough physical defender. Chasing Doncic here, trying to knock it away. Doncic behind the back, firing Brunson. Brunson three-pointer. It's in Brooklyn. Dinwiddie asking about the back that he had surgery on back in December. Lopez, as Brunson step up, jumper is good. They can finish anywhere from 3 to 7. So important games for both teams. Brunson drills a three-point.
That when he kicks it out to Holiday, the guys closing out to Holiday have a bad angle, and then he just drives it and dishes, and it's easy as Brunson.
20 points for Antetokounmpo. And Luka got away with a backcourt violation on that. The pressure of Drew Holiday forced a turnover that wasn't called.
So efficient. Not holding the ball. Just playing off the greatness of Curry and others.
He's averaging 24 points per game his last 4. Brunson.
There. Now, Steve Kerr said that when he does return, he's likely going to play about 15 to 20 minutes, and they'll build up from there. Obviously, monitor him as they make decisions like whether or not.
15 consecutive misses.
And he does it off a push, off of a rebound, his own rebound. He's such a good rebounding guard.
Brunson, nice move in the lane against Poole.
Called not having him. They don't have a lot of talent. I mean, you know, Patty Mills has Brunson.
Driving. Baseline is cut off. A rare quiet night for Brunson. That was a great move, though. And he gets it. Turned an 11-point deficit into a 7-point lead as Luka Doncic is hobbling again. They get.
He came in and last year got a lot of playing time. 13. 6 turnovers for Dallas, 7 turnovers for the Boston. Unbelievable.
As Luka is in the lane, pass it out. Brunson shoots a 3.
Orleans game because of that 2 days later, and then late or early March for the.
Now Brunson is wide open. It's a 9-point ball game. Brunson to the hoop, lays it in.
Or like a 6'5", 6'6" guard. Sometimes you just take baskets inside like PJ Dozier did. The long like FBI camera too.
FBI.
Yeah, you know, like when they working undercover, they got the long. Really, one good way to stop the Joker. But if you have somebody like Porzingis, you want the Joker to try to have to score over length. Brunson sees a matchup he likes.
Brunson going at the Joker.
Hands. Kid knows all the tricks as an attempter to take away the head of the day. Doncic draws 2 defenders, as he always does. Brunson in attack. Now for the Mavericks as they've given Dallas possession. Determining that ball was off of a Thunder player as Brunson frees. And get Brunson on the drive, blows by.
It has not taken the Thunder long to get back in this ball game.
Brunson surging.
Gobert in drop coverage. Here's Bullock into the paint. 13 to shoot, and Jalen Brunson with it. He's isolated, working on O'Neal, who is 6'4". In he comes hot.
And they believe that helps them set up their defense. They are not looking to push the tempo on Utah.
Long minutes to both Brunson and Dinwiddie.
Get a hand up. Don't tell me you want to win. Show me you want to win.
Brunson off the high screen. Lets it up. Run out of room. Dallas the other way. Brunson on a run. Why not? Hello. 8 to shoot. Late on the clock. Brunson goes to work. Gets a hit. Whiteside switches. Now O'Neal's back on him. He'll raise. And 4 turnovers.
Yeah, Dinwiddie might have got poked in the eye. He's still doing something funny with his eye right there. But
Clarkson, House, Whiteside, and Hernan Gomez defending.
And the Mavericks have found something they like in this pick and roll. They're going to keep Whiteside in it and see if Brunson can continue to attack it and get buckets.
Dealing with since early March, and that made 3 you saw a moment ago. His 4th already, less than a game and a half into the series, could be huge.
Want to start your first possession if you're Detroit. And a almost shot clock violation, if you would.
Now Luka slings it across the floor.
Jalen Brunson puts it down and stops and steals a pass that Hayes was trying to throw to Isaiah Stewart. And then Luka up ahead to Brunson. Mavericks with 14 on the reset. Brunson against Frank Jackson. Brunson, post-up opportunity and a basket on an 8-2 run right now.
Detroit extending their defense right now.
Jalen Brunson, 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Brunson working inside. They can't be in. Jamarco Pickett have been they're inexperienced players, but they play great tonight.
A lot of chippies this evening.
That's 4 layups that he's missed tonight. Brunson fighting through contact, and he's
by the way.
And he's the one who's ignited this 8-2 run. Drive, finish. Jalen Brunson looking for win number 50 of the season. A plateau they have not reached since the 2014-15 campaign when they went 50-32. And wow, what a find.
Bullock wasn't ready for that one.
Brunson is ready to pull the trigger here, and it back. Dribble drive here by Brunson. Shot 4 degrees away from the record high temperature for this day in Philadelphia.
Beautiful.
Oh. It's 4 empty possessions to start the game for the 76ers. Jalen rebound. Finney Smith, a late crash to the offensive glass. And it's Dallas ball with a second shot opportunity. Here's Brunson. Got the first 5 points for Dallas. Give it the Niang 39% from 3 this year and his 6th year from Iowa State. Brunson trying to shake free. A shake.
Since he's been a Maverick.
Besides the bumps and bruises and aches and pain.
Than anybody in the league, right?
Turnover by Harden and ready to the floor. Dinwiddie up and
ball on you to back him down and get as good a deepest position as you can.
Yeah, it was strong. It was decisive.
There was a time where I used to get worried when Dallas got down. Not anymore, man. This team, like I said, very resilient and will find their way back. They just keep playing. Nice. You know what I say about Jay? He does it his way. You know, he does things the way he sees fit. Like Frank Sinatra. You can't go wrong. Nice again. Wow. You know, Philly's energy is way, way up. It's off the charts right now.
They're on a 22-6 run. And the Mavs have been comeback specialists this year, but all of a sudden, in a pretty short amount of time, they're...
Nice little wraparound pass for him.
A drive here by Brunson, and it will fall with a... It was over 7 free throw attempts a game last year. Got 2 playmakers on the floor right now for Dallas with Brunson, Luka looking. Complete bench group on the floor right now. We saw this in the first half as well. Brunson, and they are moving it around very efficiently tonight, Mark.
Certainly getting the shots that they want. About around the top of the key in between that area.
21-point lead as the third quarter winds down. Back-to-back. Getting it out as hard as they possibly can until the end.
They've been outplayed tonight, though. Good pass.
Yeah. One-handed skip pass. Luka to Brunson.
Oh, you've seen other people do it while you play is what I was getting at.
Oh, I thought you said I missed one.
No. Gave him a high knee and then beat him as Brunson.
To the basket move. That's all night long if it's there if he wants it.
Maybe that gets him on track offense down, and he's got the crosshairs on you. It's over.
Oh, yeah. Good defense by the Bulls.
Brunson banging on.
Gulliver's Travels.
Brunson got it foul line. There are points that are going to go away at some point this year. You can't keep that up against one specific team. And I know it's a bunch of different teams, but that is a rare number.
Yeah, it is.
I'll show you how rare later on in the show. Brunson pull up.
Ready to play.
Still 5 and change to go. 13-point lead for Dallas at this moment.
Here comes that screen.
Powell gives it. Doncic Down the lane, pushed it around the arc, 3 to shoot. Brunson against Ball. Yes.
Run something else. You can't beat me with anything else.
And they
first take. I think Quinn Snyder told us trying to get Clarkson into games early part of the season, but health and safety protocols, they needed him to step into the void, and he has really been in Jason Kidd's rotation ever since. Brunson backing down Clarkson, the little leader, got it! I think Gobert had enough of some of the outside chatter. Brunson by Bullock. Again, that defensive element that he has brought over. Marquee free agent acquisition last summer from the Knicks. Doncic gets it to Powell. Back to Doncic. Outside Brunson. 3 to shoot. Brunson, pretty spin.
Great footwork, great skill. Fun player to watch in person.
13 days to get that left calf strain healed up as he takes a seat. Now it's Brunson again, taking over the offensive reins. Brunson, well played. Bogdanovich. Brunson was even hard. Off the steal. They work it into the corner. Brunson wide open. Is what Dallas has done off of those miscues. Brent, hard to explain what we've seen from Mitchell tonight.
He just hasn't really looked to shoot the ball much at all since the first quarter.
Years. He had the heroics in the playoffs, that buzzer beater thriller in the bubble to beat the Clippers as Brunson, as Grant just alluded to, Thursday night for Game 6. Here comes Brunson, little leaner.
I think Siakam is a prime example of that.
It's the same starting lineup that Dallas has had on the floor the last couple of games. Luka, Brunson, second chance points now for the Raptors.
A lot of points in the paint as well.
Yep. Cross court to Brunson. Deep in the shot clock. Brunson bails him.
47, almost 45%. Another attack by Brunson.
And another score by Brunson.
Really stepping up for Dallas right now. Doing a terrific job making things difficult for the Raptors.
Mavs have their biggest lead in this game. Up now by 7. Raptors' largest advantage was 8.
Conditioning coaches, player development coaches, they all have a part in helping the team.
And Boban has spoken frequently about that exact thing in terms of the way the staff varies up his workout routines, and he does different things. Ball in the hands of Brunson. Dallas has their biggest lead of the game. Snell in his 9th year from New Mexico averages 2 points in 12 minutes a game. Tonight making his 5th start. Blue by trial. The many topics that came up when we chatted after he had stayed after practice for the 2nd straight day on the road trip. I had trouble getting a chance to talk to him because he'd stay after practice. He'd stay after the first 2 points.
16 of those assists we just saw on that graphic were not by point guards. They were by other players, which means when Luka's back in the fold, and that's what this team is going to be, a Luka-centric team, that can still occur. They can still have that same ball movement even when Luka's in the game. Everybody can get fed. Everybody can get into the
Well, I vividly remember him continuing to shoot.
Only shooting 36% this year from the floor. Hardaway swings it. Good rotations by the Pelicans. Tyrell Lewis Jr. came out to close out on Sterling Brown. The ball continues to move nicely. And Brand operating Luka on the block.
That's nice.
Down Brunson, who...
It's amazing. You shoot your best shots sometimes when you're not thinking about it. Jalen then attack.
Hardaway to a rolling Porzingis. Brown the pass. Going into this game tonight, the Mavs are 4-6 in road games this year. And this is a road game that they have not led for the entire duration, but darn near close to it. And there is a... (4-3) Jalen Brunson.
Long time not to lead.
Mavs tonight because they've just get...
You've got to go to his head coach, Jason Kidd, the Hall of Fame point guard. He told me that Luka plays at a different tempo. You cannot speed him up. He has a different rhythm and cadence in his head as he's playing.
Another rebound. No threes yet by Brooklyn in the first quarter. They got one. And again, number 2 overall, 8-2, road record right back in Phoenix. Defending Claxton on Doncic. Oh, the shifty Brunson. Stopping on a dime. Got it! I know it. We all know you have.
And look, until after probably my 6th year, that's when I was like, enough is enough. And you just pick and choose.
Brunson maneuvers and
time off the shot clock. You face a team a 4th time, and you got to show different looks, don't you? Yeah, absolutely. Brunson got one. It's saved at midcourt by Dort, but Bullock picks it up. Brunson. Brunson goes to that strong left hand and feathers one away for the Mavericks. Eleanor challenging Brunson.
That's a big number. With a full quarter to go as it winds down. Dallas has 20 seconds on the clock by Ty Jerome.
Pestering Brunson. And Jalen gets it back. On the drive, Snake. Brunson works against 2, pulls up. Deep in the shot clock. Jalen on the step back. That's a tough shot. Finney Smith the rebound. That's Brunson's game off the bat.
And Brunson is going left again. Looks like to come and help out.
Henrich guarding Brunson. That leaves Dort on Doncic. Luka out of a double team to Bullock. Back to Doncic. Excellent ball movement by the Mavs as Brunson's free.
Unless they're good shots. Pulling out of that.
So you can get a wide open 3
from Washington Jr.
Brunson. Nobody can stop anybody.
And the Mavericks been stopping people all year.
Brunson. By 12 have led by as many as 13 tonight. Brunson off the give and go. Against Sabonis. Fading away. Leva already with 5 rebounds here in the quarter. And 12 in the game. Here's Brunson. Put his head down. Close it on Sacramento on New Year's Eve.
Tim Hardaway Jr. being sidelined. Certainly going to open the door for more opportunities for Reggie Bullock.
Brunson back in the game to start the 4th to play the point and off the pull-up. Luka, kick it, shot fake, Brunson. Fouls back in as well. Brunson against Wagner. Got himself in deep and scored. But did make 3 of 4 the other night in Orlando's win against Detroit. A 2-point Maverick lead. Brunson got himself in deep and floats it home.
And it's now a 2-point game for the Mavericks. J. Kidd letting the Mavs work through this here with this second unit.
Brunson trying to get... Pick and roll, Finney Smith and Powell. Brunson from the corner. Brunson. Little shoulder to freedom.
Sharper focus and more clarity for me is the respect you have to have for those top guys in the league. Nice ball.
Like Powell actually might have gone up and down on that. Brunson gets free and lays caught air. Not the Tony Hawk kind. Here's Brunson around the Kleba screen. Brunson with Noel switched on him. Step back jumper. Smooth.
Knicks have 12 assists on 18 made field goals.
Wow, for the floor, 6 rebounds as well. The Knicks are a plus 12 on the glass. Here's Kleba. Brunson wheeling, pulling, and hitting.
He gets to the cup, a couple of opportunities, misses chippies.
Brunson ahead of the field, getting up.
Maruko, but I am going that pineapple stuff.
Brunson gets the roll at the 3. Porzingis keeps it alive again for Brunson. He got
last night. Their legs are a little heavy from that grueling win against the Raptors.
Booker came over nicely to help Paul defend, but they still get
sense of when DeAndre Ayton is going to come back. He did not practice at all yesterday. He hasn't done anything on the court since injuring it. I mean, that's 17 points and 10 rebounds a game.
Paul 4 of 8. 8 rebounds for Porzingis. He's already got 7 double-doubles this season. It's Brunson patiently working in on Crowder. With his 24 points on 20 shots in 31 minutes. Brunson will drive. Beautiful. By the way, Luka on the bench, heavily wrapped in the lower neck area, top part of his back. And there's a nice spinner by Mavs by 7. They've led by 12. Phoenix led earlier by 5. Brunson right through the lane.
To the outside by Powell and a reload. Bullock using the screen from Powell. Here's Brunson, puts it on the deck, drives in, he's crafty. They were an offensive juggernaut. I wasn't going to mess around with that, but defensively things had to change. Brunson, open look at a 3, book it.
Time. But one thing you're not going to lack is the energy. We saw the energy early in the first quarter.
Horton Tucker, double. Swing, swing. Brunson, oh yeah. 45-36. Dinwiddie. Outside, Brunson, they leave him alone, and he's lethal.
Basically 55%, from the field. So defensively, the Lakers, right here, that's a blowout.
Where's the help to go in the fourth? 25 for LeBron. Brunson shows the ball, lays it. 7:40 to go. Brunson, cut, pull up, money. Doncic. The drive, the kick. Brunson, the jumper.
Not a particularly high-scoring first quarter. The Mavs have had some real high-scoring first halves of late. Pritchard now will get Brunson. Quick crossover move, and he gets 2.
I mean, and one thing we got to understand is we should throw out last year's numbers. Like, last year was an anomaly.
Right.
A lot of stuff. Ooh, nice move there, Brunson.
He's got a dozen. The Dallas lead is 11. We approach the halfway mark here in the second quarter. There goes Brunson again in the basket to set the show with Doncic on the floor. Brunson turns a corner again, throws it up, and in.
Game. I'd like to see the Celtics, who have all the defensive versatility in the world, try to pick something up like that to try to wear him out.
Brunson tees it up.
And shot didn't draw iron, so you've got 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Now 15 apiece from Luka and Hardaway, top scorers. Luka finds Brunson.
And that pressure turns into a regular defense.
Jalen Brunson went baseline.
That's good. Yeah.
San Antonio's played a lot of close games and lost them this year. They've got 4 losses by 10 or less.
Mavericks got this mismatch.
Brunson works inside to score. 18 points for the game.
Same play. Got the same mismatch. Brunson going right back here.
Oh! Drive to the basket. Here's a crossover. Draws a foul.
Going to run a pick and roll. Same thing, and this is what it's going to be.
Hey, don't go away from success.
Chuck Daly wrote a book on that.
Not going to switch it. White stays with Brunson, and he scores again. It's Brunson. The cell had him sandwiched up against the sideline. Brunson takes it into the paint. Brunson is delivered down the stretch. Dallas going to need something else out of him again. Baseline jumper, and scores!
Brunson comes off the screen. O'Neal fights over the top of the pick. Brunson got in deep with a... Brunson from 3.
Defense, that might be the team that gives himself the best chance to win.
Utah 8 of 18 from 3. Brunson
Bogdanovich as he knocks down that tight 2 right there, but that's by design. Gets to this Mavericks defense. They want to run Utah to do in that situation. If you're giving up size, you have to go out there and come out there with the right type of energy.
Off the window, recovered by Brunson. Brunson ahead of steam. He burrows in deep.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Those are pretty special things from a guy that size.
Beautiful in green. And Greenland's Iceland, even though... All right, let's do it. Jalen Brunson trying to figure out his offensive game.
And just quickly picks it up off the dribble for the float game.
Brunson got bumped, no whistle. 3 field goals for Thomas.
ESPN for the remainder of the evening.
Size, albeit their games are very, very different. But it's going to be awesome to watch these two kind of battle down low and on the perimeter, because you're going to see Rudy Gobert have to go out on the perimeter.
There with the left, and here comes Dallas. Brunson. The Brown count on the floor right now is 2. They could have as many as 3 in the lineup at the same time tonight. Brunson hit his first 3 shots of the night, trying to work on Conley. Scoops it up off the glass.
Can't get back on him.
Brunson scoops off glass. Production in that first half. Let's see if it shifts more to the outside here. After the bogey 3, Brunson off the bounce, pulls up.
If that's what's necessary between him and Porzingis.
It's about 40 points without.
It was such a great pass, but Rudy Gobert with a little sexy finish on the reverse.
Ten-point lead, approaching the 5-minute mark. Brunson over Gobert.
85 to 73%.
Can they make it a 4 or a 5-point play, 5-point possession here? They'll go for the 5. Brunson this year. Can they finish? Or can the Mavs come up with a big upset?
He's the guy that's lately been putting it in the hole.
The kick by Finney-Smith, the 3. That one is short, a rare 3-point attempt, and he's not good at it. He's 20% from behind the line. Stop and go, Brunson reversing a 7-0 Mavericks run. They've already had an 8-point run and a 7-point run here in the first quarter. 5 minutes in. Doncic, no look right corner. Brunson on the move. And pulls up over Tony Snell. And
I'm wondering if sooner or later one of those guys is going to get moved.
Rebound by Josh Green.
I tell you, Josh Green.
Brunson, the rebound.
Nurkic has been terrific last 5-6 games.
Brunson on the move. Over Simon. Brunson. Through the lane, off the floor, down it goes. As we mentioned at the top, the last 8 games they have been split. The Mavericks have won in games like this. Portland has won the close ones. Brunson high off the glove. Brunson with his 6th double-double of the season. 1 assist away from matching his season high. Out top to try to create now. And he'll pull up instead. And he's
get it to the weak side of the floor from the inside, and it always works.
Brunson muscles his way to the basket.
Can only get better offensively as Brunson gets to the rack. Yeah.
Nothing Brown can do to disrupt that shot by B.I.
Except on the top of the head. It'll be Brunson, mid-range. See?
So when he's going through a time of struggle, you know it's not going to last long.
They're 11-0 run right now, AD for the Pels. They've got their biggest lead by far. Mid-range, and that's not the way you run a 3-on-1. Man, that's a bad break. And then a breakdown at the other end for an easy Luka. They've got to switch. Get back Herb Will. Brunson on a hesitation.
Yep, stay down.
Yeah, what's that? Don't fight.
Stay down. If he pulls up in the lane like that, you live with the result. That's okay.
A little mid-range. Get it to Brandon. Give it away. And they did. It'll be Brunson.
But misses that 3, and Finney-Smith setting up Brunson. And Brunson, nice. I'll tell you, Steph was patient against that double team and delivered that pass perfectly. Shot pocket 9. Brunson trying to turn the corner on GP. 60% from the field. This is where the Mavs have been good off the bench, because Brunson, that was the most of any opponent. 38 in the first quarter, the most of any opponent.
So you're saying
you don't want to have that on this road trip. High-level game, right? Chess. Offense going both ways.
They're playing chess right now.
Finney-Smith. Doncic cycling it to Brunson. Looney closes out.
I posed that question to Jason Kidd before the game. He said DeRozan being a veteran, that really helps.
Yeah, of course.
And he pointed to the fact that Levine, there's some real credibility with him now after going and playing in the Olympics and being an all-star.
And 2-1, you name it. Oh, that's so strong.
Yeah, another. for the first time in 7 shot attempts. One of them doesn't go down. Brunson.
What we've seen, normally they're up into people and making people drive the ball.
Consistent with the three-point shot as he continues to evolve. Watch out.
Brunson, quick release. Yeah, Grant's in the Hall of Fame, and deservedly so. Tim Hardaway was a 5-time All. Absolutely, and right there, that movement caused the confusion on the switch.
Look out Looney extending the offensive play, finding Poole for that three.
Yeah, the switching takes away open shots initially, but there is a price to be paid on the glass.
Brunson. Situation. I don't know if you can run that 3-guard lineup effectively in the play.
Great game on Monday between Jokic and Embiid, the 2 leading candidates right now for the MVP award. 3.5 weeks left in the regular season for seeding and awards. Still a lot to be decided in both. Brunson's beat. Dragic gets the bounce, his first field goal. Brunson with a blow-by. He was grabbed by Johnson. They double him here. Brunson for 3. That put up 150. Kyrie Irving at 60. Balance scoring for the Nets. 5 in double figures. Meanwhile, it's been Luka or bust. Although Brunson, 3. 1 for 4 from out there. Brunson working on Dragic. And kisses it. Doncic working against Patty Mills. They want to get it back to him. Instead, Brunson drives. Tough angle. And he
broke as it goes off the screen. Maybe there should be a foul call.
A long conversation for a quick shot as Jalen affects, to me, maybe 5 people. But talking with Ty Lue, said, no, they let everybody play. And that's the biggest difference that we are seeing, that we're just not getting to the free throw line very much. Brunson fades, fires, grenade on the late shot clock attempt. Did well to get it off. Brunson and company come back the other way. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 of the Clipper basketball to start the second quarter. Brunson drives in on Kennard, and Porzingis takes a seat with no Luka Doncic here. You would imagine Brunson's going to get a lion.
Out of Paul George's hand. He didn't have to bring him down. He didn't have to create a shot, but then he was the one that caught the pass, the recipient, and the finisher.
Brunson went into the paint, saw that Zubac was providing military-grade protection, and now challenges new, and he won. The first by 7. Brunson picked up by Kennard, inviting baseline, obliges.
They're able to get out and get easy buckets. Back out to Powell, the mid-range jumper a little bit strong. Mavericks with the offensive rebound. Brunson on the probe, gets it to a great job of getting to his spot and holding it. Bullock. Little empty corner pick and roll. Brunson and Powell. A pass deflected. A rare turnover by CP3. Brunson got it in. Doncic in transition. Brunson again. Butter to Kansas.
Yeah, I know.
Pinson, North Carolina.
I'm a North Carolina person. Anything against Duke, I'm all for. But look, shout out to Coach K. Just an amazing career,
including talking about Jason Kidd's comments on Luka's defense. To add to that, Jason Kidd told us that he's told Luka as Brunson with 12 points and 8 rebounds. Brunson straight line drive.
It's fine for them. They have no problem working their way back in, so Dallas has to maintain this intensity.
Brunson, good defense by Booker. Great defense by Book, but that's up. They doubled Doncic. Bullock one more to Brunson. Got to the basket and scored it.
Being suspended. But this kid is tough, and he is ready-made to make some plays, just like this guy here, Brunson.
What Houston does is they turn it over a lot, and they give up more points off those turnovers than any one in the league. Now that
I'll go straight to the youth part.
Yep.
You start talking about the Houston Rockets. They're young. Nice pull up there. Score. And they won't score. It'll be 41. They'll have 41. That's a miss.
Jalen Brunson's foul on Jalen Green. And the second team foul on the Rockets
here in the third quarter. Brunson inside high.
Happens when you're always trying to do the spectacular.
The takeoff was a rebound.
Right now, I don't think we really know.
Right.
There has been so many difficult times as far as getting everybody on the floor.
Underneath the defense. Josh Christopher trying to score, and it's officially block number 2 of the game for Kleba.
Off the rim, slapped out of there by Kleba. Bertans is never shy. And a reload here for Dallas. Brunson, straight line drive for 2.
To why they're formidable force right now in the Western Conference.
Brunson, step back, Jay.
Dallas have Bullock locked into Kennard. He does not want to leave, and that was the first time he was by himself.
Thomas Bertans, a couple years ago, very gifted shooter, but in a big slump. In fact, didn't even play when the Clippers were in Washington a couple of weeks ago. Brunson gets his way into the paint against 21-7 run for the Clippers. Brunson, a steady hand for the Mavs. Drives in on Coffey, the southpaw, hoisting it.
The Mavericks get in the lane, and it leads to Powell slamming. Powell averaging over 8 points, almost 5 rebounds a game. Good cross-court pass. Luka finds Brunson.
Made a pretty nice contribution, nice drive here.
Jalen Brunson going to the basket, absorbs.
Luka too, the last possession. Nice backdoor cut.
Back to Brunson from Bullock. Shot clock down to 6 seconds. Brunson bursting into act. Josh Green waits for teammates. 9-point lead, minute gone by, fourth quarter. Jalen Brunson, been efficient tonight. Not a lot of shots, 4 for 7, making.
Those are winning plays that Josh Green is making.
Mr. Electricity, Josh Green. Nice. Oh, last night. No minutes in the fourth quarter of Dallas's blowout win against the Lakers. Brunson able to stop in the lane, keep his balance. And it's Reggie Bullock who will go, and he finds Brunson, and Brunson.
It misses. Bertans sails over to grab the board. Gives to Dinwiddie. Loops a pass over to Brunson. Muscles his way to the end line. The lefty will.
This is another chance to try to get a stop.
Doncic across the arc here to Brunson. That's the switch he wanted. Eubanks steps out on him. He'll fire the 3.
Getting going can do is open up opportunities for other people.
Jalen Brunson inside against Brad.
But you know, whether or not you run or when you run, all of it depends on how well you defend. That's what gets you in position. Oh, Mavs have so many guards, man. You know, Trey Burke's been playing great basketball. He can't seem to get on the floor.
Argentina.
And Luka's doing a great job finding open guys, and we're going to make the shots here in the second and third quarter.
All right, thank you, Coach.
I appreciate it. Good seeing you, RJ.
6 early points. From the other way, goes driving right into Cameron Johnson. It's a 3, late plays by Crowder. Rebound, Brunson, a floater, got it.
Fall. Phoenix shooting 60% from the field and 50% from 3.
Brunson got in early foul trouble. He is 3 of 10, and now
is going to be on every highlight for the rest of JaVale McGee's life. Isolation one-on-one versus Luka Doncic.
Doncic's 7th turnover. Brunson. Free throw shooting tonight for the Phoenix Suns. Brunson works his way to the paint.
Brunson maneuvers around a screen. In the lane.
The deck again and hitting a very difficult floater off the glass.
And the Wizards have a 7-point lead. It's Brunson with KP switched on him, and
worked against each other quite a bit.
Kleba won the battle that time. Here's Brunson. Nice move. For the year, second year in the league, averaging 8 points and 5 rebounds a game, but 13 a game over the last 10 for Avdija.
Well, he's solid.
Yep, no question.
He's a solid little backup player.
With a bright future, the 9th pick of the 2020 draft. In the lanes. Luka moved it when he got double teamed. Now Brunson drives it. And Brunson with the basket.
And Washington elected to play zone as well.
And
Washington, to their credit, has some zest. Here is a drop. At the 9-minute mark, Brunson drives and puts up
the same thing.
Yeah.
And he was all over the place.
Avery played in an alphabet soup of leagues around the United States, man. CBA, USBL,
all of it.
Daryl Armstrong did that. We go less than that. They helped the Mavericks when they beat Golden State. That's part of what's been in the
shots. Doesn't need the basketball to be effective. You can trust him. Outstanding pickup for the Suns.
On his 4th team in 4 seasons, as Brunson, no way anybody's getting anywhere near John Stockton.
No, and I think what one of these awful teams in our league should do, you know, the teams that are
from the floor 0 for 8. Meanwhile, the Mavs have hit 12 threes on the night. Make it. Get it. Thank you. You guys, how about the Mavs in the 3rd quarter? 7 of 11 from 3 and 2 of 16 from 2.
Well, they have 15 threes and 13 twos tonight.
Suns pull within 2. Starting the 4th quarter with a 3, and then Brunson pads on. Booker trying to work around the Porzingis screen to keep up with Brunson. Mavs no Luka tonight. Out with an ankle injury suffered on Monday. Not believed to be serious. Nice
turnover. Isolation for Doncic. Harris on him. Brunson had a good game last night in Memphis. He is a crafty player offensively, defending the threes. One of their strengths. You look at a 10-game stretch now. They're 8-2 in their last 10. They have the best defensive numbers in the NBA in that 10-game stretch. Brunson in the 1st quarter. 21-15 the Mavericks. Brunson with Mo Wagner on him. He'll shoot the jumper and got it. Brunson with Mo on him again. Back out to Brunson. Pull-up jumper.
Pulled him in there. Came off. Tip it right in.
Brunson finds it. Doncic. Brunson likes that mid-range shot.
That was nice.
7 points for the rookie from Gonzaga. Here's the zone again. Passed up a shot at the basket. Here's a 3 from Brunson.
Break the run a little bit.
Doncic, swing. 14 to shoot. Luka Doncic. He goes at his pace. Corner. Brunson cans it. And it's a 21-point lead for Atlanta. Brunson.
Not much a slow starter compared to what he does later in the year. So not real surprising to see him off.
In for the first time for Dallas, looking for some offense here. Brunson switches. 98-73. Hawks have their largest lead. An all-star since the 1994 Indiana Pacers. We know Young is an all-star. He just didn't make it.
Powell in the paint. Take the pass to the corner. Went to the wing. As we cross 5 minutes remaining in the 1st quarter. Drive and kick. Brunson's got big guy Jared Vanderbilt on him, but Vanderbilt a really mobile defender, but Brunson's still able to... Ntilikina was blocked inside by Nathan Knight. Dallas still has it. Jalen Brunson and then over Kleba. At 72-55, the Mavericks staring at their biggest deficit before that made 3 by Luka. And
we're now 3 minutes into our ball game. Brunson. Ball. And a bad pass picked off by Brunson. Numbers for Dallas. And the shot goes. Final minute of our first half. Been all Dallas. Gym class. Who can get up with a kip up without using your hands?
Keep doing it while you can.
Elite athletic ability, Scotty Lewis. Someone knocking to the floor. Jeff. Shot blocked out at 3.
Brunson, Jalen really
he paid off their faith in it.
career highs for him in scoring, rebounds, assists. Here he is working off the bounce, spins to the left hand. Dinwiddie head up quickly out to Brunson, gets by Bogey and lays it up. Brunson got Whiteside up, juked, and day. With that calf injury in the end of the regular season. Brunson stepping back and out of the locker room.
Well, Gobert's an excellent screener. He got him an advantage, and Mitchell was able to finish.
Brunson
matched up on Bogdanovich, did a very good job. How that impacts him offensively will be interesting to see.
Dallas defense able to limit the damage there. Brunson got it.
Jordan Clarkson is going off the court. That's poor officiating right there. That's created a wide open three.
Brunson
bursting from one of the upper floors out through the window. It was too late to try and put it out. And by the 33, Brunson on the blow-by, probing. Little quick shot inside.
That quarterbacks have to look for at all points in time. You have to misdirect your eyes because he's always there. He's already stolen an inbounds play.
Here's Brunson from deep. Got it.
At everything else, that if he can get it to 35%, 37% from three, he's going to be a force out there.
They blitz Doncic on the handoff. Brunson going to work. Off from trade deadline, and then next off-season during free agency. Brunson with a nice crossover off line. Laid back up to 5 as we approach the midway point of this third quarter. Powell hands it off to Brunson. Got Maxey on his hip. Quick shot him and got it to helping him with his nutrition as well. Quick handoff to Brunson. Whistle, foul, count it.
Kleba on top. Dallas right now, 52%. They switch, and it's Payne on Brunson. In the paint, right into those threes. Booker has turned it up, and he's done this at various times in these playoffs. Brunson works his way into the paint. Outside, Brunson over Johnson. Free.
Cuts off and got past the Mavericks bench about halfway to the scores table to check in. But Brunson is staying out on the floor. And now he's driving on Duncan Robinson and shooting.
It's unusual. Well, they got a lot of new players too. When you think about it from that standpoint. Excellent timing by Maxey on the block that time. Nice.
Jalen Brunson drive, score.
Cleveland is for real.
Spencer Dinwiddie playing here in his first game with Dallas. Moves the ball.
One thing about Spencer, he's gonna attack.
Oh, and Brunson, what a takeaway for the big fella. Harvey brought the ball down to negate his size advantage.
Takes away your size.
And in the quick hands of Brunson. Bertans fumbled the catch, cutting baseline, but still kept the ball.
Good find.
Brunson, corner three.
Holding his ground.
Inside Luka. Outside Brunson. What?
Nice and deep for the playoff run.
And guys, you also consider the addition of Grayson Allen, who Brown resets to Brunson. 5 to shoot. Brunson accelerates. Tough floater.
Talk about Giannis not being there.
I think you'd make a pretty good coach.
He's outside doing work.
Quiet offensive night for Holiday. He's been on an offensive tear entering this one tonight. Ntilikina thought about it. Drives and kicks to Powell. Powell tiptoes baseline. Outside Brunson. Pulls up. Got it. Dallas would have a 69-61 lead as Brunson's who has been magnificent tonight for the Bucks. Brunson. Mavericks need points, and they need them in a hurry. Brunson, the spin, the fade.
Panned out for New York. Here is Brunson. Right to Kleba.
Oh, the Mavericks are lucky not to turn that one over. Throw a color side. The ball that far out. There's a little Manu fake there. Jakob making that pass from up top.
Yeah, Pirtle
Quite an assist. Back off, and that's an opportunity to remain aggressive there. Pick your spots.
For the first of 4 meetings this season. But departing on that foul pearl, they change it now to bring 4s. Sleva gives it right back to Brunson. 9 on the shot clock. He debates Diop. The guard. Here's Oklahoma City. The Lakers up last night. Comes 26 down to win on the night.
Jakob got physical there. I believe he was the one who knocked down Doncic on that screen.
Over platter, and Baisley missed it. This is tipped into the backcourt. Mavs going to retrieve it. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. It's the last minute of the quarter. Bursting into action. Brunson taking it all the way to the hoop. Or in the third quarter.
Yeah, both teams struggling to put the ball in the hoop right now.
Maybe here things will change. The rookie of the year getting better. He's one of those players in health and safety protocols right now.
Throughout his career, very comfortable on the perimeter. Brunson taking
lays it in.
Of course, that's what he wants to do, is get inside. Nice pull up here. Allow you to make a lot of mistakes. That's been the case for this Maverick team for a lot of years.
17 of the last 20 seasons, the Mavs have been in the top 5 in the league in terms of fewest turnovers. Foul was just called on Darius Baisley. Into the shot clock. Brunson scooped to the
defenders. Mikal Bridges, Jake Crowder, Cam Johnson at times. Brunson hitting Chris, his left hand. And Chris is just so adept at even when you're forcing him left to be able to get back to that right hand.
Brunson against Biombo. Brunson over CP3. You know, when you look at the good look at the other end a moment ago for the Suns. Can't afford that if they're going to get back in the ball game. Brunson, man, he put the Suns in the weight room.
Put our thoughts and our prayers and send them up in hopes that Brittany Griner will come home soon.